Guys, the video I'm about to show you should freak you out if you've never seen it before. At this point, it's very hard to dispute the fact that Joe Biden is destroying our country. Besides attacking our energy industry and spending so much money that he's caused inflation that just devoured our economy over the last nearly 3 years, the worst thing he's done is he has allowed about 8 million illegals to come into our country. And according to recent reports from Congress, they have allowed 99% of them to remain in the interior of the United States. That means that they're telling you that they believe 99% of the people who came here fit the refugee status, which I can tell you right now, without any doubt, is literally impossible. So they are lying to you. Of the people coming in, we know that we have caught at least 300 who were on the terror watch list. So imagine how many got through. We just witnessed the evil of Hamas and what they did to at least 1,000 Israelis that we know of so far who were doing nothing wrong. That same evil is coming across our border, and they are planning things for us. The child sex trafficking, the drugs that are coming in over the border and killing Americans every day. It's all due to Joe Biden's open border policies. A lot of Americans believe that Joe is doing this because he's a bumbling idiot. They're right about that. He is a bumbling idiot, but that's not why he's doing this, because we have proof that Joe Biden knows that what he is doing is wrong. It's evil. It's dark. And he knows that a country without a border is not a country. We know he's doing this intentionally because we're about to show you proof. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So Dan Bongino on his podcast on Tuesday showed a clip of Joe Biden when he was younger in the Senate. He talked to a group of people about how important it is to have a border, and that without a border, you don't have a country. Wait till you listen to this, because once you hear this, you can't unhear it, and you will know that he knows that everything he's doing is awful.
I want you to listen to this. This is why Joe Biden is so incredibly dangerous right now. Joe Biden does not believe in anything, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Biden believes in whatever the radical left tells him to believe. The Ilhan Omars, the AOCs, the Bernie Sanders. Ilhan Omar, clearly a sympathizer with the savage. I went after her last night on
Rashida Tlaib, too.
Twitter, because she doesn't know jack shit about this situation, yet she pretends to. Ilhan Omar is a sympathizer with the savage. There is nothing Joe Biden is more afraid of than the ire of the squad, because even though they're small in number, they command a large portion of the increasingly radical Democrat Party. Joe Biden believes in nothing. Nothing. He will do whatever they say. Here's proof for you. Here's a clip from decades ago. Here's Joe Biden talking about the border. And notice his language is really harsh. It seems almost common sense. Why would you play this, Dan? To show you this guy believes in nothing. Joe Biden at one point pretended to understand the perilous situation at the border and now does the opposite because Ilhan Omar is really the president of the United States. Check this out.
It makes sense that no great nation can be in a position where they can't control their borders. It matters how you control your borders, not just for immigration, but it matters for drugs, terror, a whole range of other things. Here's the conclusion I come up with. And it's sort of in equal parts. We have to. And I had been arguing for, when I'm back in my days as chairman of the Judiciary Committee and straight through and as the leader of the Foreign Relations Committee, I've been arguing for the need to put more protection at our borders.
Really?
Meaning that you have more border guards. This president refusing to add the number of border guards.
Now, you know he's talking about a Republican because a Democrat would never talk that way about a Democrat. He's probably talking about W. Okay? But there's Joe Biden letting you know that he understands the concept of you need to secure your border.
Now said he has to send the National Guard down. He vetoed. He was against adding the number of border guards. I only can suggest the reason he was is because he needed that money for his tax cuts.
Another moronic moment for Joe Biden. That was basically the old, how are you going to pay for your tax cut, even though tax cuts don't have to be paid for? Folks, that is objective truth with my comments delivered using correspondence truth theory, and that we now have proof that Joe Biden understood that an open border or a border with not enough security to make it secure is a terrible thing for a country. So then why is he right now allowing millions of third world people to come into our country? They're saying that it's about 8 million so far in just 3 years. We saw what happened in Israel over the weekend. I think they only have like 9 million people in Israel, in the entire country. Joe is just a million shy, and he'll get there before 2024. He's just a million shy of that into our country in just 3 years. So I'm tired of listening to leftists tell us that it's not intentional and that Joe just feels that these people have the right to the American dream. Bullshit. Because we just exposed the fact that he understands what we're saying. You just saw him convince a group of people that he understands what border security means to a country, to a people. And he just said that without a border, you don't have a country. So he gets it. So the only conclusion we can have is that what Joe Biden is doing now with our border and allowing these millions of people, allowing them to come in, is nothing but intentional. He is intentionally bringing in millions upon millions of third world paupers into our country and draining our treasury, our tax dollars, by having to take care of them. And there's no other reason except they want the votes. All right. So make sure you subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Stay informed, stay vigilant. Always remember to read between the lines and Joe Biden's lies. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.
How did we end up here in the corner looking like enemies? We used to be the team people talk about, what a chemistry. I can see it in